Hi Leo, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Leo, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to the week this week is the Chariot card. Yes, you know, it's got all the usual traditional meanings. However, your jumping card is the Justice card, by the way, and that will be your first card out. This week, so yes, victory, success, you know, all the rest of it. But this week, the feeling that I get from this card is you are at the foot of a mountain. This is the moment at which you are about to start to ascend up to a higher level, higher plane, higher throne, dare I say. And the funny thing is we haven't even stepped into Leo season yet, but you are like this. The feeling that I get from this is, and I said this, I can't remember which, I think it was either the July reading or the June reading, and I said Leos are coming to the next mountain of their lives, right? Sun, moon or ascendant, wherever this falls for you. And I kind of feel like this is the week where you get to the foot of whatever is going to be your next mountain. This is a moment where you are going to ascend, which is wonderful news. However, whenever we have a victory or a success, it means that there's been challenge, right? The only way that we can have a victory is by becoming the victor over something that was a challenge. And so the next mountain, the next big thing, the next big move is ahead of you in some way, shape or form. And you're being asked to really consider here that you are about to start a new journey, that you are stepping onto a new platform or a new plateau in some way. Enjoy the journey. With that said, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your actions and options, your card that jumped out was the Justice card. So isn't this interesting, right? You've got the Chariot card there, but then you've got the Justice card. So like I said, you're stepping onto or up to a new mountain, but the Justice card has you making a new commitment. So in some way, shape or form, this is you stepping up. This is you stepping forward. This is you literally saying, yes, okay, you know what? I'm going to put my name on the dotted line. I am going to commit to this. This is like, in some ways, I actually feel like this might be a declaration of some kind. So this could be a very powerful week that drives you forward, and it could be the moment at which you commit to the next leg of your journey, and it is going to hold you to it. So this is, you know, in some way, shape or form, Leos, this is where the next set or the next level of hard work is about to kick in. For your communications and conversations, you have the Son of Pentacles, which is actually the Knight of Pentacles. And you've got this with the Chariot card. So this represents a mode of transport. The Chariot card represents a mode of transport. So the first thing that I'm going to say to you on a mundane level, this might be a week where you're needing to get something to do with your car checked. It could be something really simple, really small. So that's one way to look at this. On a more sort of interpersonal level, when it comes to your communications, that Knight of Pentacles is asking you to have fairness and equality, very justice-like themes in all of your dealings. But with the Chariot card, this suggests that you may be having some conversation, maybe a challenge of some sort that comes up around paperwork and or documentation, and this is you coming out the victor, but you're having to really use your brain power. You're having to really kind of show up. So this is a week where you have to be present, where you have to be alert. When it comes to your oh, come on, brain. When it comes to those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this is a week where you can finally see the end of the tunnel. but now you realize, okay, you know what, there's quite a lot of stuff, things to do, pieces to the puzzle, etc., between me and the finish line. But this week you are aware of what the finish line or the deadline actually is or looks like. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, I like this for your work taking you further afield. For some of you, this has the potential to be international, but for most of you, I feel like this is maybe off-site training in some way. The other thing, because you've got the Justice card there as well, I feel like for some of you, this is a week where you're having a moment where you are, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's like you agree to a certain level of training or a certain, it's like, okay, yes, in order to get this next position or this new title or this whatever, I'm going to have to do this. And it's like you're signing off on it, right? You're putting that, yes, I'm committed to this journey. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this could be a great week for you actually when it comes to business, because it looks like you're getting your strategy together. There's something here, and you know, especially if you're outsourcing this, it's like you're building or you're putting together all of the steps and all of the pieces that you need, and it is finally coming together in some sort of synthesis. But again, once you see that, it's like, okay, now that I can see all the pieces where they need to be, I realize that I'm at the foot of the next mountain. So there is ascension this week that begins this week, but obviously that's where the hard work comes in as well. For those of you that are retired and no longer working for any reason, this could be a week where you have a project of a mechanical nature when it comes to a car. That's one way that this could show up. Maybe you show an interest in learning about how to fix something that you know, has occurred for you on a more sort of interpersonal level. I actually really like this for going back to school. I really like this as well for, you know, maybe those of you that are older, maybe those of you that are, you know, have been out of academia or education for a long time, are kind of saying, okay, you know what, I think I'm ready to get back into the learning seat. But again, you realize this is no easy feat. It's going to change you, and in order to change you, it's going to have to test you. For your love and relations, you've got the Hierophant card. That is a card of commitment that literally can represent marriage. You've got this underneath the Justice card. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, potentially you and your partner are spending some time away from each other, but it really is a case of absence makes the heart grow fonder this week. And whatever you're taking time sort of out or away for, it only has an enhancing sort of effect on the relationship. For those of you that are single, however, this is very interesting to me. You've got two cards of commitment and potentially marriage. You've got the Chariot card and the Son of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles, and this speaks to me of meeting someone, potentially an earth sign, possibly a Taurus. And I would probably more towards Taurus because the Hierophant comes up here, and also because both of these cards are ruled by Venus. So there's something about this person that's either an earth sign or possibly a Libran, but I'm going to go with Taurus, or at least, you know, an earthy individual. Because it's the Hierophant, this is likely to be somebody that is older, wiser, maybe somebody that works in a very different background to you. This could be somebody, you know, you could be like the spiritual, arty, creative type, and they could be the, you know, super focused, analytical. This really is a case of opposites attract, because I gotta say, you guys are chalk and cheese. And those are the characteristics to look out for. For your money and materials, you've got the Eight of Wands. It's not a bad card for money. It does speed things up. So if you had a slowdown of income, resources, money finding you, payments finding you, etc., this week things will speed back up, or they'll get back to where they need to be. There are opportunities to make more money for the long run that are coming in this week, but it's like you're just touching base with them. So whatever shows up this week, it's like you're having the conversation about what is taking place or what's going to bring more money in, but you won't be seeing that money just yet, but it is coming. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Eight of Wands is your your lower back and also a part of your liver. Because you've got this with the Chariot card up there as well, I would say this is definitely a week to refresh and revive any kind of exercise routine. And then when it comes to your home and environment, look, it's just going to be a really busy week. I think home is more a base of operations than a sanctuary this week. And, you know, sometimes that is the way that it is. For some of you, home could literally be a hotel or a motel this week. As well, which is also very possible. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.